Swear to God, I'm with it. I don't see nobody in my lane that's quite go get it like me. Whoa. Please don't be wasting my time with that business. Who you kidding, man? Yeah.
Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. Wow. As you can see by the title, we've made it. We've made it all the way down it's hard for me to even say. And to be honest, man, I've actually tried to make this intro clip probably, I don't know, 10, 11 times now. I would say this is my 11th time turning on this camera, trying to do this intro clip before this final video of the top 100. And that is because I just want to convey my gratitude. Okay, I want to convey my thanks to you guys for being here. You know, if I know I don't expect all of you to have watched every single video with me, but I know that there's going to be at least some of you, a select few, that have. You've watched every single one of these top 100 videos, and we're here at number 1. Wow, what a mammoth task that was. And you know what, I've described it to a couple of people as being nothing short of mammoth. Okay, this task that I took on probably about, geez, when did I get back from Bali? Probably, yeah, I've been working on this list as well as doing my day job and my other side hustle, which is Major Key Physiques, by the way. If you're seeing this video, it's 6th of December right now. In a cool 7 weeks, we will be launching the brand. And I'm assuming that this video, this one in particular, number 1, will be coming out, you know, relatively close to the launch date, which is going to be at the end of January. End of January 2019, you'll be able to go to the website and pick yourself up some Major Key Physiques. And this is another thing that I tried to convey across in the previous 11 times that I've tried to do this intro clip, is that I'll never ask for anything from you guys. You know, I never will, especially financial. And those values are values that have been instilled in me from my dad from an early age. You know, you've got to earn what you get. Okay, nothing I ever got as a kid, you know, nothing I really wanted was ever bought for me. I always had to work. I had a job at age 13 onwards. You know, I'd always worked. I'd always wanted extra money, pocket money, so I could do things. I never relied on my parents. And you know what? Even when I did try and rely on them, they told me no. Okay, so that instilled some really good values early on, and those values have continued into my YouTube channel. I do earn a little bit of income, but not much. You know, the ad revenue is small at best, but the reality is that because I'm making videos, you know, using the NFL's content and college football content and all sort of other content, these reaction videos are really a hit and miss kind of thing as far as whether I'm going to receive any revenue from it. You know, you'll know within 2 minutes of uploading a video whether it's copyrighted or not. If it's copyrighted, all good, I'm happy. You guys still get to see it, I still get to make it, the eyes are still on me and the brand, and we all win. But if it's copyrighted, not only copyrighted but blocked, which is what happens with a few videos, that really fucking grinds my gears, because, you know, why? Why has the NFL decided to block this on my channel but not on theirs? And you know what, the one country that it is blocked for is always the USA. So I know, you guys know, that you know, nowadays the majority of my audience is from the US and Canada. And so for the US to be blocked, it really fucking annoys me. So I would say, you know, I have no idea what's going to happen yet. I haven't even edited any of these videos yet, but I would say I'm probably earning income on maybe 30% of them. So 30 out of these 100 videos I've earned income on. Now, I don't really know why I'm telling you that, but what I did want to say is that earlier on, I probably about 6 months ago, I made a video addressing all of you guys who've ever said to me, you know, make a Patreon page, make a GoFundMe page, you know, get paid for this. If you're not getting revenue, because I talked about the revenue thing in previous videos, they said, look, if you're not getting revenue, you know, allow us to support you some other way. And at that point, I was, you know, creating this brand, this clothing brand. And in fact, I've been creating it for the best part of the past year. So this started in, you know, October 2017, and it's going to be up until, you know, the end of January 2019, which is a 15-month period until the brand is even launched. So it's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of work, guys, a lot of work. This YouTube channel is a lot of work. My day job is a lot of work. You know, my daughter's a lot of work. My relationship's been a lot of work. I've moved house. Wow, you know, I've been a stressed motherfucker. But when I start something like this series, I finish it. And I feel proud about that. And the only thing I was going to say is that, look, if you ever have wanted to support me financially, don't worry about the fucking ad revenue. I get nothing from that. The way that you can do that is to jump on the website, www.majorkeyphysiques.com. As soon as I tell you guys it's live, go on there, at least check out the stuff. I mean, you guys probably would have seen me wear it this whole entire series, and that's what it's about. You know, I've never plugged this in this entire series. I could have put a clip at the start of every single one of these videos plugging the shit out of this brand, but I haven't. I've decided to do it in this final video so that, you know, I don't come across the wrong way, because that's not what I want to do. I want to create awesome clothes and workout accessories and socks and sneakers and cleats in the end, but at the moment it's just clothes and workout accessories. I want to create the best quality clothing you've ever had, okay? And I want you to feel good about buying it. And I want you to be able to support me. If you really do want to support me financially, fuck the GoFundMe, fuck the Patreon, buy some Major Key Physiques and wear it. And then we both win. That's going to be a win-win. And I can't wait. I can't fucking wait. I can't wait for you guys to see these videos. Like I said, at this point, I haven't even put one out. So, you know, I'm working with my editor. We're getting them all done from number 100 down to 1. And once they're all edited and ready to go, I'll be publishing them. So, I don't even know, you know, this is the reason. I could have easily just shut the camera off then and said, nah, fuck, I said it wrong again. And then it'll be my 12th attempt at doing it. But, man, 2 things I wanted to say. 3 things. This was a huge task, but when I start something, I finish it, okay? Number 2, I wanted to say, look, if you ever wanted to support me and the channel financially, buy some Major Key Physiques once it's ready, which is at the end of January. And the 3rd thing, it's already gone from my brain, I'm gonna have to think. First thing was start something and finish it. 2nd thing was Major Key Physiques. 3rd thing, how could I forget? Thank you. A big fucking thank you for all your support, all your likes, you know, dislikes, comments, criticism. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you being here. Without my subscribers, without you guys, this channel would be nothing. And a big shout out to my true OG subscribers, the 10 to 12,000 subs that I had before I ever did one of these reaction videos. You guys made this channel. You guys were here from the start, and you know, that doesn't go unnoticed. So with all that being said, man, with all that being said, I hope you're still here. We're about to watch Jerry Rice. We're actually going to have a bit of fun, because I have watched a few videos in Jerry Rice before, but I have never really looked into that cheating scandal. So everyone says, yeah, Jerry Rice is the GOAT, but really, is he? Because he cheated. And I believe it's to do with some sort of glue on his gloves that maybe you're not allowed to use. I'm not sure. We're going to get into it. This video is probably going to be about 20 minutes long. I apologize. I don't want it to end. I don't, you know. Halfway through this series, I was like, oh my God, I've got 50 more videos to come. Now that we're on the last one, I don't want it to end. I'm going to be lost, you know. But really, I'm going to be able to wake up tomorrow with such an awesome feeling of accomplishment. Man, I've done it. I've done it. You know, I've finished something in a 2-week period where it probably should have taken a lot longer. But man, I just hope, you know, another thing, I'm not going to go just yet. I just hope that the quality, I hope you've enjoyed the quality. I feel like, you know, trying to commentate, trying to react to 100 football players when a lot of them play the same positions and do sort of the same stuff, I just hope that you've enjoyed it, you know. There's been times where I've finished a reaction and thought, fuck, well, I can't do the reaction again because it won't be genuine, but I just hope that I've kept you guys' attention long enough. But anyways, look, man, fuck all this shit. I'm going to forget about all of it right now and just enjoy this video because we're about to light up. I'll tell you right now, I have not lit up before any one of these videos. It's been 99 reactions without one of these smokes. And we're about to fucking light up with Jerry Rice, number 1. So I'm gonna get this going, and I'm gonna roll the intro, as per usual. And I'll see you back here in just a second.
The quicker you're here, the faster you go. That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is
Okay guys, first puff, let's go. Let us get into this. It's had 1 million views, 7.9k likes, 257 dislikes. Number 1, Jerry Rice. I can't believe the fucking moment's here. I can't believe we're here. Let's do it.
I was a coaching intern. I just followed him around and watched him. He had a magic about him. His Flash 80 because that's what he had on his license plate. But when I started coaching him in Oakland, we nicknamed him the GOAT, the greatest of all time. So we've got a lot of great nicknames for Jerry Rice. I pronounce it Jerry Rice.
Rice.
Capital R's, I-C-E. This is a bad dude right here. This is the most dominant player at his position that I've ever seen. This guy had a 154 mile an hour fastball. You could not cover him.
He wants the end zone. Rice has got it. Touchdown 49ers.
He could beat double coverage. You could put man-to-man with help over the top. However you want to try to defend him, he can beat any coverage. He can take a short pass to the house. Probably the greatest receiver after the catch.
He's got Rice. He breaks loose. He's going to be gone. I don't think they can catch him. A play that seems to work every time they do it.
I would prefer to catch a 5-yard slant and go 95 yards any day. It's almost like the hair is like standing up on your back because you know everybody's chasing you. If you're able to cross that goal line without getting called on, it's a great feeling.
He's going to touchdown 49ers.
We used to have a board.
I actually didn't want to say a word during this, but I will. I can only imagine what it would feel like to get a 5-yard slant at the 90-yard line, sorry, your 10-yard line, beat players all the way up the field, score a touchdown. It's a feeling that I imagined the first time I saw it happen on my first reaction video, guys. I saw a running back get the handoff. It wasn't a receiver, it was a running back, of course. I love running backs. Get the handoff. You know, I saw it as if it was a rugby play, you know, get a small pass off to the second 5 or centre, but in football that would be from the quarterback to the running back. The running back spies a hole, he bangs off his right, he bangs off his right again, beats him, bangs off the left, beats him, sees the seam, puts his foot down, fucking gets through 2 more defenders. It's like, yeah, I see that in rugby every day. And you know, I've done it a few times, I haven't done it many times, of course. And there's no times when I've actually done it on camera, which fucking really pisses me off. I'll tell you right now, guys, I may not tell you this ever again, but 2013 was my breakout year for rugby. What did I do? I played from age 5 to 12, I played rugby. From 13 to 17, I played soccer because my friends at school played it. And at age 18, when I went to university, I started again, playing for the University of Canterbury. And I played 1 year there, things were going well. You know, I do remember one time, I remember one moment at practice where I thought, you know what, I've still got it. Don't doubt yourself, Jacob. And that was when we were basically playing 1-on-3. So there was one attacker, you know, it was the backs and the forwards, be the linemen in the skill positions. And the backs were playing this drill where the coach throws us the ball, we receive it, and we've got 3 defenders in front of us, and we just do whatever we have to do, whatever we can, within the allotted field to get past these guys. And obviously 3-on-1, it's like, you know, no one was getting past. In fact, no one got past. No one. Except for me. And it was instinct. I couldn't tell you where I was going to step. I couldn't tell you when I was going to put my foot down. I couldn't tell you, you know, I couldn't tell you nothing about that run. But it happened. And I had 3 guys in front of me, and I did enough to beat them all. within this really, really small field. And after, I felt amazing. I felt fucking amazing. I felt like, yes, you know, you've got something, Jacob. You've got it. You let it go for 4 years and played soccer, but don't let it go again. And that was in 2009. And then I left New Zealand because I quit university. And, you know, I was still bloody passionate about it, but I left halfway through the season. So I came to Australia, 2009. I played league in Australia. I switched from union to league. I started playing league. I played in 09, 10, 11, 12. And then I played my first season of rugby union back since playing 4 years before for a team called Dingo Cubs here in Alice Springs. And I played well. And I played at fullback. And I completely carved up. And I won Player of the Year. I got highest point scorer. I was kicker for the team. I was on top of the world. And you know what? At the end of that season, I was really, really close to packing up my life in Alice Springs and moving to Queensland to try and play for a club team there and work my way up as a 23-year-old. I wasn't 28 as I am now, I was 23. And I was going to try and make the Queensland Reds and then possibly the Wallabies. You know, I was going to follow that dream that I always had as a kid, but I sort of let go throughout my high school years, which would have been the years that I would have really, really progressed as a player. So I don't, you know, it's honestly, it's to do with the school. You know, we're gonna talk about the whole story here. It's to do with the school that I went to. So out of primary school, I wanted to go to an all-boys high school, one that was big on rugby, so that I could, you know, continue developing my talent that I thought I had, you know, as a 12-year-old. Unfortunately, I didn't get into the school that I wanted to get into. So I went to a co-ed school called Cashmere High School. Now that was all good, but I got into other sports. I started playing soccer. I actually played basketball, which was awesome. I only just got into basketball at primary school, but I actually played it throughout my high school years and got into the team, got into the senior team and went to nationals, which was pretty cool. But I played tennis as well for my first 3 years of high school, competitive tennis. You know, I was into absolutely every sport, touch, volleyball, fucking everything. But rugby, I didn't play for those years from 13 to 18. And you guys know that, you know, that's a real developmental stage. So I still played sport, still kept fit, but tried to get back into rugby at the age of 18 after finishing high school. Came to Australia, like I said, played that really good year in 2013. And then I decided not to move away, and I got my job that I've currently got here in Alice Springs, which is in disability support. It's a government job, it pays really well, and I got that job, and you know, I was saving money again, which is something that I hadn't done since, well, ever, basically. And I actually ended up buying 2 properties in 2015. So that kept me here in Alice Springs, that goal of saving up a deposit, buying properties. But what happened was I started working up way too much. Well, I mean, I needed the money, so I was working a lot. I was missing every training, if not, you know, the game as well for the rugby team, so I decided I had to quit. So 2013 was my final year, and I came back to it in 2018, which is the year we're in currently. And I put up a couple of video clips, so you can go back in my video library from like April and March to like May, I think, where I played rugby league for a team here in Alice Springs, and I got a few highlight clips, finally. In fact, I think that's what I originally started talking about, was the lack of highlight clips, and that's because, I don't know, it's Alice Springs football, no one really wanted to, and I didn't believe in myself. I really didn't. But you know, there was that one moment back in university where I bet those 3 guys at training, and then there was this other moment, basically the whole season, the 2013 season when I played rugby union here. Man, I got my game back. I really did. And you know, I was confident enough in myself to believe in myself to think, shit, you should get out of Alice Springs and try and make it as a professional rugby player. But it never happened. And I guess right now I'm going to address the fact that I call myself a rugby player, but no, I haven't played pro rugby. I haven't. I've played club rugby. Some of you guys have hit me up and said, how can you call yourself a rugby player when you haven't even played professional rugby a day in your life? And all I got to say to them is, and you know, people are going to laugh at me for this, and you know, I'll probably be saying this for the rest of my life, although I never tell anyone. But I'll tell you right now, man, with all the shit that I just told you, my whole history, sporting history, the time I've had off playing the game when I should have been, I could have played pro. I could have been a professional rugby player. I knew it at 12 years old, but I gave it away. So, anyways, that's a bit of history. Kind of pisses me off, you know, thinking about it. Now I'm 28, just. I think this joint has opened up my mind, as it does. And you guys have experienced it with me. It gives you perspective on things. Allows me to be optimistic as well. So you know what? Even at age 28, when I have wasted the last 5 years of my sporting life, I've still got a chance, man. There's still a chance. I will play sport at a high level again in my life, okay? And where there's a will, there's a way, and I'm gonna find a way. Let's get back to Jerry Rice though. Holy shit.
Yards after the catch. Used to put up Irving Fryer, Michael Irvin, Jerry Rice. I don't know how many yards this guy made throughout his career after the catch, but it was a lot because I charted it for 3 years. And he did it for 2 decades. And if you look at his statistics, where he is and where the number 2 and 3 and 4 guy are, it's amazing what he accomplished. He's a work of art.
Jerry Rice.
Oh, here he is.
King.
He's gone up the mountain. This is what he'd like to do. He'd like to go on like something like 5-mile runs up hills and take his fellow teammates with him who could never keep up. Well, I'm not surprised.
22,895 receiving yards, 1,549 receptions, 208 touchdowns, the most in history. No one else comes close. Rice dominated the record books, yet his true mastery was of preparation, mind, body, and soul.
We set some guys with him to work out a couple times. They'd come back, and that man is crazy. That guy's crazy. He's running up and down hills. You cannot imagine this guy's stamina. His best football was played in a 2-minute drill late in games. Most of the time, guys get a little bit tired. Not this guy.
With the game in the balance, 16 to 13, the Bengals lead. Montana back to throw. Throws over the middle.
Rice splits them.
Bigger, and the situations got tighter. Jerry Rice played his best football.
Rice's 8 touchdown catches in the Super Bowl are the most all time. He won 3 and was MVP in 1.
Wow.
He's a champion, a Hall of Famer, and the #1 player on the top 100.
You know what's funny is when I meet and talk to young receivers, and I make cut-up reels to show a route, an in route, an out route, a post, a slant. They all love to see Jerry Rice.
Straight on the chest. And another one.
They all know who the GOAT was. They all know who Jerry Rice was. The greatest of all time.
Yep. Oh man, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to feel. Like I said, it was always going to be a bittersweet moment. It is. Finishing up the series. Jerry Rice, 3 Super Bowls, 1 MVP, and what else did they say? Let's have a look at his stats. This is the last video, isn't it? 1.88 meters, 6'2", 91 kilos. Pick number 16 in the first round of the 1985 draft. 49ers from 85 to 2000, Raiders from 01 to 04, Seahawks in 04 again, and Denver Broncos 2005, but he was only in the practice squad. Right. Sources vary on his 40-yard dash time, which was reportedly as slow as 4.71 seconds. It's pretty slow for an NFL receiver, that's for sure. Oh my gosh, look at that. Is that the most seasons? No, it's not the most seasons, is it? It's got to be the most... 303 games. Oh my god. He ran for over 1,000 rushing yards, 1,000 receiving yards in 12, no, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. In 11 of his first 12 seasons, he ran for over 1,000 yards. And in 88, he averaged 20.4, which is a career high. Okay, here we go. NFL records. This is what I should have been looking at originally. Coming down here, looking at the NFL records. But I guarantee no receiver has as many as this guy. Most career regular season games played by a positional player. It's 303. Is it? Jerry Rice is number 1? No, I didn't think so. It's these kickers. Look at them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All 7 above Jerry Rice are all kickers of some sort. Most career receiving yards, 22,895. Followed by 22,895 Jerry Rice. Larry Fitzgerald, who's still playing, I believe, is second, over 6,000 yards below, on 16,053. I keep on going to say runs because the only time I've ever seen numbers like this in stats for sport is with cricket here in here in Australia, New Zealand. And the equivalent of cricket in the US would have to be baseball. But baseball is only scored in 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s. Small numbers, nothing like this. So runs are scored in cricket because when you hit the ball, you've got to run with your your other batsman between these wickets. And the bowler will come in from either end of the wicket and bowl the ball. And as the batter, you hit it and you run between the wickets to receive runs. And only the best make 10,000, 20,000 runs. So, you know, if that was cricket players, I wouldn't blink an eye. Because I'd think, if you replace yards with runs, I wouldn't blink an eye. I'd think, yeah, it's cricket. So that's why I keep saying runs. I'd be doing you guys a disservice and myself if I didn't look this up before we went. I'm actually surprised that cheating doesn't come up as a trending topic. It's only just there. Jerry Rice cheat. Okay.
When did you start wearing gloves?
I started wearing gloves, I think my rookie season.
Were they sticky?
They were tacky a little bit, but you know, you look at gloves today. Those gloves are the same like the gloves that I wore. You know, it's just real tacky. And now, does that give you an advantage? I don't think so, because when you look at the ball game, and when you got defenses trying to take you out, because they game plan you to not have a big game. I have to be able to run routes. I got to be able to catch the ball. Then I got to be able to run away from the defenders.
But why did they allow gloves in the first place?
I don't know. I think it was something that was just cool. And
did you add to your gloves the tackiness?
No, I don't think so.
You don't remember putting any? Now you're on record as saying you added a little tackiness.
Well, because with the Newman gloves and stuff like that, they were not as tacky as the gloves today. And so, did I put a little adhesive spray on those gloves at that time? Yeah, I did. But after that, I went to the Nike gloves, and I didn't have to do that or anything like that. But you look at the entire league today. You look at the gloves that these receivers.
You were ahead of the curve by going to Nike.
Yeah, but you look at the receivers today. The gloves that they are using, they're tackier now than when I played.
Odell Beckham doesn't make that catch without a glove.
No way.
No.
But I think it was the.
Fuck, man, that's a big call. That's a big call, and that's a call that I have made in my head many, many times. Does Odell Beckham catch that without those gloves on? No way. You've heard it from the GOAT, guys. You've heard it from the GOAT. And he actually, he kind of got me. He got me back on side when he changed to Nike gloves, and he didn't do it at all because he didn't need it. Things were more relaxed back in the 80s, you know. I don't know.
But I think it was the most incredible catch ever. I really do. And
Alright, so must be talking about that one-hander where he's right back like this. Is that right?
And so...
But do they have a distinct advantage, today's generation,
No,
over your
because
generation?
I still think you got to be a complete athlete. You got to be able to run routes, and you got to be able to catch the football.
You don't have a chance of catching the ball if you can't run the route to get there, right? Jerry Rice responds to Randy Moss, claiming to be the greatest wide receiver. Let's hear Jerry Rice plead his case as the GOAT. Okay? This will be the final clip. This video's, man, I've talked about it a lot. It's in 3 different parts: the intro, the reaction, no, 4, sorry. My rugby story, my previous sporting history story, and now the cheating scandal. But it's all good. It's the final video. If you're still here with me, I really appreciate it, as I keep saying.
Today, the last time the 49ers were in the Super Bowl, taking on the Chargers in Miami, Steve Young threw a Super Bowl record 6 touchdowns, including 3 to Jerry Rice. Not drove San Diego to become the first franchise with 5 Lombardi trophies. Rice finished with 149 yards on 10 catches.
Wow. Imagine that in a Super Bowl. 3 touchdowns in the Super Bowl.
Meanwhile, Randy Moss still trying to get his ring. As for the other thing, here it was today.
You know, you talk about this and this. I think that this year has been a down year for me statistically. The year before I retired was a down year, and then in Oakland was a down year. So I don't really live on numbers. I really live on impact and what you're able to do out in that field. So I really do think that I'm the greatest receiver to ever play this game.
Over the course of his 20-year career, Jerry Rice amassed more than 1,500 catches, 22,000 receiving yards, 190 receiving touchdowns, all ridiculous league.
Wow, look at Moss's
Also,
touchdowns.
Veteran miles behind Rice on the career leaderboards. Also trails Rice in Super Bowls, or Super Bowl rings, 3-0. So Randy had his say, entitled to his own opinion, no question, but then so too is our Jerry Rice.
You know, I was really surprised that Randy Moss made that comment, because how can you not bring stats in or how you impacted the game? I impacted the game by winning Super Bowls. So I'm sure Randy is still trying to win his first one.
Wow. Wow. Rice, mate, we know you got 3 Super Bowls. They just showed it. But I would like a ring like that. That looks fucking amazing. Let's have a look at it.
But I was very surprised.
Let's have a look at that thing. It's only in 360p, but you know, we'll do what we can.
The game. I impacted the game by winning Super Bowl.
Oh my god, he's done that before, right? Fuck, he's practiced that a few times. That came out perfectly.
So I'm sure Randy is still trying to win his first one, and I wish him the best. But I was very surprised that he said he's the best receiver to ever play the game. I leave that up to my fans to make that statement.
Well, we'll start with you, Chris, and you know, we're talking with elite quarterbacks, right? Eli comes out, he's elite, and like...
That is quite enough for the GOAT. The greatest of all time. The #1 greatest NFL player of all time. Voted by the public, published by NFL Films in 2010. Jerry Rice. Wow. Alright guys, I'm not going to ramble on, I guarantee I'm not. I'm gonna call it here. It's been great, it's been fun. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I need a break. I need a fucking break.